What's going on, guys? Just wanted to tune in on this Thanksgiving Eve just to give you guys a little content. Mainly will be about basketball today. As I go through a few different things that have been going on in our basketball world. Um, Starting off with the whole LeBron James situation. Do I feel like he was in the wrong? Yes, I do. And before I even get into this discussion, yes, I am a LeBron James fan, but I'm also fair when it comes to things happening to players or just people, period. I'm a fair, honest guy, so I look at both sides of the spectrum when I, dive in and put my opinion on something. With that being said, LeBron did, cock back and kind of caught him in the eye. It was one of those things where, if you're a former basketball player or ever played the game, when somebody's steady pulling on you, it's just one of those, get off me situations. Did he catch him in the eye? Yes. Did he see him? Perhaps he might have, because if you see the video, it looked like he did kind of glance at him. But did he mean to hit him in the eye and make him bleed? Absolutely not. And just my thing of everyone going so crazy with this, you guys couldn't have experienced any 80s or 90s basketball, I'm telling you, because the things that used to happen back in those days are nothing compared to what goes on now. These guys get into altercations, they get in between them, the refs are in between them, the players are in between them, everyone's in between them. In the early 90s, mid 90s, 80s basketball, there was no getting in between those guys. They got to it. They found a way to get to that person they were angry at, and when they seen red, they seen red. Too many of us want us to go back to that old style of basketball, but when things happen of that nature that used to happen, no one knows how to react to them. So with that being said, man, LeBron definitely deserved to be suspended because he did hit somebody in the eye and that caused them harm, and they were actually bleeding fairly badly. Like I said, he didn't mean to, of course, knock him in the eye, make him bleed, but it was one of those just get off me situations. He did receive a 1 game suspension, as Isaiah received a 2 game suspension. Another thing a lot of people spoke on, they didn't feel like that was fair. They felt like King James gets special treatment. But as you guys look back, LeBron actually has gotten hit in the face and has actually shedded blood on the court. It's one of those things that happens. Does he deserve a little bit longer of a suspension? I don't think not. The only reason why Isaiah got an extra day is because of all the extras he put on after he got hit. After he kind of seen that his eye was bleeding, he kind of wouldn't stop until he kind of tried to get to LeBron. All he seen was red. He broke through about 6 or 7 people to try to get to LeBron. So that extra anger that he put after the altercation kind of died down is what ultimately got him the 2 game suspension, in my belief. But I want to talk about also what is going on with the Lakers. It seems to be that they haven't gelled quite yet, and they're still trying to figure out they tried about 2 or 3 lineups now via starting lineup, and nothing's really getting them going. Every game I tune in, it's the slow starts, it's the come from behind. It's never really any dominating factors or games that I feel like they should be dominating. Even against subpar teams, they're going to the wire, and it's just like I'm not sure what's going on, and it just seems like this team that's full of talent, of course, isn't gelling. As there's been quite a few teams in the sports world that have had the talent, but just it doesn't show on the court of the field. Westbrook seems to be trying to figure out his place, trying to figure out when to be him and when to be passive. AD is coming along. He's finally starting to get back into his form. LeBron James just has to stay on the court, of course, with health. Melo's gonna give you what Melo gives you off the bench. He's not prime time Melo anymore, but he definitely can give you enough power off the bench in order to bolster that bench and just keep those guys alive when the starters go out. The key holes I feel like for LA definitely is between the 2 and the 3 guard. If they move LeBron the point guard and the 2 guard. The 3 guard is fine when they move AD to the 5 and move LeBron to the 3. But the 1 and the 2 guard is just really defensively is just kind of a burden and hurting the team. There's no way to defend. We haven't defended well at all as a team, and I would just like to see us pick it around and pick it up, man, because we definitely have the team to win a championship, but not if all 12 guys aren't in sync together. But with that being said, man, just let me know, comment below the whole LeBron situation, how you feel about what the Lakers have done as far as starting off their season, when you expect them to turn that corner, all that good stuff, man. But on to brighter news, on to a little bit exciting news. My Blue Devils will take on Gonzaga in Vegas this Friday, November 26th. We'll be definitely excited to tune into that. Banchero will be taking on potential first round pick, number one overall pick, Chet Holmgren. He definitely is a phenom to watch. I've been watching him ever since the his high school days, and he'll have his hands full for sure. As like I said, they take on Gonzaga Friday night. Andrew Nembhard actually had 24 against UCLA. And that's why I see Duke as the underdog, because the way Gonzaga did handle business against UCLA, which is fine. Kills will have the matchup of guarding him, as he had, like I said, 24 points against UCLA. So it'll be a great matchup, as like I said, two powerhouses take on each other, man. And great news also, man. I don't know if you guys have known, but Dick Vitale, pretty much the voice for college basketball, man, has been battling cancer. And it was great. It was almost emotional seeing him on the sidelines again, announcing that game, that UCLA and Gonzaga game, man. So great news to have Dick Vitale back. It's not college basketball until you hear that, "Oh baby," you know what I'm saying? You know it's not college basketball until you hear that voice, man. So just great to have him back, man. And just look forward to tuning into that matchup, man. But before everybody gets full and stuff, full of turkey and good food, tomorrow I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some content. Just let you know, catch you up on the sports world, man. But as always, peace, love, and until next time, guys.